This show, along with hundreds of others from Calaroga Shark Media, is available commercial-free on any player, hassle-free. Just look for the link in the episode or show notes.
Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. In the Daily Beast, Tom Sykes asks, "The King says he wants to see Prince Harry's kids, so why kick them out?" A source had told the Mirror, the King is absolutely committed to being present in all of his grandchildren's lives. He values family above everything, and whatever the cause of his relationship with his son, he would never be content with just seeing his grandchildren on the odd video call. But Sykes points out, cynics might argue that if the King really wanted to see more of the Sussexes, he wouldn't have stripped them of their UK home. Many believe that Charles has made it as difficult as possible for Harry to visit the UK. Harry is reportedly on a mission to find a permanent residence in the UK, driven by his longing for his former life and friends back home. According to royal expert Tom Quinn, who spoke to the Mirror, as time goes by, Harry misses some aspects of his old life in the UK. Inevitably, the honeymoon period, where everything in the States is new and exciting, is coming to an end, and Harry is looking back at the past through rose-tinted spectacles. He misses his old Etonian and army friends, many of whom have not visited as they don't get on with Meghan. Harry is determined to find his own permanent home in the UK, which is partly why he's continuing his legal action to get the British taxpayer to pay for his security. Quinn told the Mirror, however deep the rift with his father and brother, Harry always had hopes that he and Meghan might eventually be allowed to re-establish Frogmore Cottage at Windsor as their UK base. He will be deeply upset at the prospect of his uncle Prince Andrew moving into Frogmore, a very real prospect as King Charles insists that Andrew cannot continue to live at Royal Lodge, the 30-room mansion on the Windsor estate where Andrew has lived for decades. Royal expert Rupert Bell questioned the motives for Harry and Meghan's Nigeria trip. Bell told Talk TV, the visit, which I'm sure was deemed to be about Invictus, but all of the fallout from it seems to be about Meghan. Harry's role in trying to drum up support for Invictus seems to have been put on the back burner. Royal biographer Angela Levin told Sky News, "I've been told Meghan expected to go immediately with Queen Elizabeth on engagements and to tell her how to modernize it all. Everyone would know you don't go into a new company yourself and expect to be running it within 5 minutes. You have to learn, you have to absorb. There's a change of country, change of friends, change of job, and she didn't want to know about that." The Express suggests Eugenie and Beatrice may be switching allegiances in the game of Royal Survivor. An insider tells Women's Day, Bea and Eugenie can't imagine what William is going through right now, and it was an honour for them to give him some support. The York sisters were determined not to let him down. The Palace insider also revealed that the sisters are overjoyed to be taking a more prominent role in the family, with Beatrice being considered flawless of late. However, the source claimed that Eugenie was on an unofficial blacklist after hosting Harry and Meghan at her Portugal home last year. However, the insider said, but that was last year, and she's worked hard to prove her commitment to the royals. She didn't reach out to Harry when she was in LA in February. This confirmed his worst fears that his last line to his family was over. Everyone's focus is on getting Kate and William through this crisis. While reports suggest that William is not a fan of King Charles' slimmed-down monarchy, the insider claims that he sees Eugenie and Beatrice as assets to the family and that it makes sense to bring the pair back into the fold under the current circumstances. Another broken Sussex alliance could lead to Lady Posh Spice. A source tells Yahoo, it's no secret that Victoria and David Beckham's documentary was more popular than Meghan and Harry's. This helped them, especially Victoria, win over a lot of people. Now that David is in with King Charles, plus the fact that they are on good terms with Kate and William, it puts all the rumours about her allegedly leaking stories to the press behind her. It focuses on her and David's relationship with the royal family in a positive way. She even sees this as a way to get knighthood and become Sir David Beckham, while Victoria would become Lady Beckham. Yahoo reminds us how Harry and Meghan allegedly had a suspicion that the Beckhams leaked stories about Meghan to the press, a claim that reportedly left David absolutely furious. A source said, everyone was close at one point and Victoria offered support to Meghan when she moved to the UK. But when the Sussexes suggested stories had been leaked, Victoria was upset that somebody would think she would do that. She found it insulting as she really took Meghan under her wing and gave her advice. She did that as she knows what it's like to be under such scrutiny. Victoria is very loyal, and she felt she didn't get the same in return. But as David and Victoria form relationships with the king, Meghan, 6,000 miles away in LA, isn't letting it faze her and is focusing on other things. Palace Intrigue will be right back. Prince William, the president of the Football Association and an avid Aston Villa fan, visited St George's Park in Burton-upon-Trent to wish the England men's football team good luck as they prepare for the UEFA Euro 2024 tournament in Germany. The men's team, currently the favourites to win the tournament, despite never having lifted a Euros trophy before, will be looking to emulate the success of the women's team, who brought home the Euros title in 2022, becoming the first England team to win a major tournament since 1966. During his visit to the English Football Association's National Football Centre, William met with England coach Gareth Southgate and spent time with the entire squad, handing out shirts to each of the 26 players selected. As a long-standing fan of Aston Villa, Prince William often travels to Villa Park to see as many home games as possible. In a 2015 interview with the BBC, Prince William explained his love for Aston Villa, saying, "A long time ago at school, I got into football big time. I was looking around for clubs. All my friends at school were either Man United fans or Chelsea fans, and I didn't want to follow the run-of-the-mill teams. I wanted to have a team that was more mid-table, that could give me more emotional roller coaster moments. Aston Villa's always had a great history. I have got friends of mine who support Aston Villa, and one of the first FA Cup games I went to was Bolton versus Aston Villa back in 2000. Sadly, Villa went on to lose to Chelsea. It was fantastic. I sat with all the fans with my red beanie on, and I was sat with all the Brummie fans and had a great time. It was the atmosphere, the camaraderie, and I really felt that there was something I could connect with." William shared some advice from his children. "The best bit of advice I got to tell you was to eat twice the amount you normally would eat." So then I had visions of you running around, massive great tummies and loads of stitches on the pitch. So I think maybe my youngest's advice with a pinch of salt, particularly around the physio team. The heartwarming moment captured Prince William greeting King Charles with a kiss on the cheek, followed by the same gesture to Queen Camilla. The video also included footage from the event, such as William rehearsing his speech and meeting veterans. One TikTok user commented, "Such a class act," while another wrote, "William always respectful to his father and stepmother. Love the moment being shared." The third user added, "Prince William is Britain's best asset." And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice. Leave us a review or hit those 5 stars if you like the show. And now time for the shameless plug of the day. We now have merch. Yes, you can get your T-shirts, hats, mugs, and hundreds of other items with Palace Intrigue, Deep Crown, Kate is Wonderful, and of course, Good Times. Available now for sale, and you can see the link in the show notes, or just go to caloroga.com. That's CALOROGA.com, and look for the shop merch. And it all helps support us here at the show. My thanks to John McDermott. I'm Mark Francis. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.